I am 83 years old. I have spent more than 50 years in a meaningless relationship that I regret very much. And now I will save you dozens of years that you can spend on meaningless and even harmful relationships. If you are 20, 30, 40 years old, then the fact that you opened this video is not an accident. Get ready. Now your life will be different. We unconsciously believe that the best can only be achieved through struggle. But in real life, relationships don't work out the way they do in the movies. When you go through scandals, quarrels, breakups, and then you think that there will be a happy ending after them. However, in real life, problematic relationships remain problematic forever. I would like to understand at the age of 18 what the romanticization of a broken relationship is. It is a situation in which any tension, quarrels, separation, and reconciliation increase the value of a partner. It begins to seem to you that your relationship has successfully passed the so-called crash test. You have passed, coped, overcome all the challenges. Others don't swear and then break up forever. But you're not like that. You think that despite the circumstances that always get in your way, parents, friends, and exes who stick sticks in your wheels, your characters are completely different, but you find the strength to get back together. But in reality, everything is completely different. When you are not involved in this madness and watch it from the outside, you realize that this is a very sick story. In my 20s and 40s, I would like to know that the quality of a relationship is assessed not by the beginning of the path, but by its end, by the final end result. And this is a fundamental difference. For example, if you drove home comfortably from a car dealership in a new car, it does not mean that you bought a cool car. Yes, she may have a nice interior, perfect skin, but she can break down after 10,000 miles. At this moment, the man grabs his head and says, "My favorite car needs to be repaired urgently." That is, the breakdown is perceived as an annoying accident and not a natural result. Remember, the quality and reliability of a car is assessed by its weakest point. To hell with the interior, to hell with the fun. There's a leaky trough in front of you that you will endlessly fix. The greatest stupidity is to remember how cool you drove. Wake up. This is gone and will not be. At the age of 18, I considered myself kind if I did something for a woman, or if I made peace with her first. But that's a misconception. It often happens when we spoil people and delight ourselves. It's very tempting to consider yourself incredibly generous, kind, and good. But don't even think about whether a person deserves such an attitude. When you can do anything for a girl who ignores you, disrespects you, or for a woman who breaks up your relationship. If you please her, then you indulge yourself. You warm yourself with the thought of wonderful kindness, but in fact you are harming. You are a pest, because you encourage destructive behavior. If you allow a dog to shit on your pillow, and then you start stroking him, then because of this, he will not love you more. Genuine kindness always asks, "To whom do I give the good?" I am ready to give a lot, but only to someone who appreciates my kindness. And most importantly, if it is beneficial. One of the biggest misconceptions is the idea that the most important thing is for a woman to marry you, and then the relationship can only get stronger. Many people really believe that any rough edges, misunderstandings, quarrels will go away immediately. Believe me, during my time as a psychologist, 13,000 relationship stories have passed through me, and in each story the dynamics were exactly the opposite. That is, the relationship only got worse. In family life, the level of stress, obligations, children, restrictions is higher. You have more contact area, which means more potential conflicts. If you manage to quarrel in a relationship when there were no serious questions in front of you at all, then there will be exceptionally more quarrels in family life. The best thing you can claim is that your relationship will remain the same. You are lucky if you manage to do it, but in most cases, it will only get worse. There is no need to perceive readiness for marriage as proof of a woman's love. There is no need to perceive marriage as insurance, a guarantee. Family relationships are much more complicated. At the age of 18, I didn't understand how the feedback principle should work. That's what psychologists usually say. It's true that you need to talk out problems in a relationship, but only half of it. If you don't say anything at all, then the discomfort of both partners due to annoying little things is gradually growing. So you shouldn't do that. But there are situations in which it is unprofitable for a person to understand us. It is unprofitable to listen. It is unprofitable to put himself in our place. And he becomes absolutely incompetent. In this case, the person will be receptive only to action. It is very important to learn how to distinguish between these two situations. There is no need to conflict where it is enough to speak calmly. There is no need to talk where no one wants to hear you. If you disrupt this fragile mechanism, then the relationship will end sooner or later. That is, in one case, you will be the culprit of what is happening because you just overdo it. And in the second, you will get the black mark, slobber. At the age of 18, I would like to know that believing in a certain destined woman who is destined for me is infantilism, immaturity of feelings, because at this moment I renounce the responsibility of my choice by turning off my analytical apparatus. And most importantly, I avoid difficult and sometimes unpleasant decisions. It's the same as getting into a car, closing your eyes and pressing the gas pedal. You rely not on your driving skills, but on your intuition, fate, emotions, horoscopes. Then why do many men really believe in it? The answer is very simple. It is necessary to justify irrational actions under the influence of feelings. A man commits obvious stupidity and then tries to justify it in this way. It's really easier to live this way, but it hurts. And if you open your eyes, you will immediately begin to find patterns. But this is a more energy-consuming process, and not everyone wants to bother. I didn't know how to understand women at the age of 18. I, like many people, thought that a girl could cheat on an ex-boyfriend, but she wouldn't cheat on me. Or let's say the girl stopped loving the ex, but she would love me forever. That was the biggest mistake. This is a common pattern. It's not wrong to think that you're special,